Hello children, Shubha teacher here. We are in continuation of chapter tissue. In the last video, I had discussed with you about plant tissue. Today, I am going to start with animal tissue. Animal tissue is classified into four kinds: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Each of these tissues are further divided into various kinds. So let's start with epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is divided into four types: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, and stratified epithelium. Columnar epithelium is further divided into ciliated columnar epithelium and glandular columnar epithelium. Squamous epithelium. Look at the figure here. This epithelial tissue consists of thin, flat, and closely packed cells. There is no intercellular space in these cells, and each of these cells consists of a prominent nuclei. This tissue is located in the lining of mouth, nasal cavities, blood vessels, and lymph vessels. In these areas, they protect the underlying body parts from mechanical injury, germs, chemicals, and drying up. The second kind of epithelial tissue is the cuboidal epithelium. The term itself shows that these cells of cuboidal epithelium are like cuboid or polygonal. And again, these cells also consist a nucleus. This tissue is found in kidney tubules, ducts of salivary glands, and pancreatic duct. In these areas, they help in secretion and absorption of substances. The third type is columnar epithelium. The term says that these cells are long, elongated like columns. They are arranged side by side, vertically, looking like bricks. Each of these cells consists a nucleus, but at its base. Columnar epithelium is of two kinds: ciliated epithelium and glandular epithelium. This figure is the figure of ciliated epithelial tissue. At the free end of these cells are hair-like structures called cilia present. This tissue is found in the inner lining of trachea. Trachea is the windpipe. It is a part of respiratory system. When we breathe, air passes through nose and through trachea it enters into the lungs. Ciliated epithelium present in the walls of trachea helps in cleaning the air which enters through our nose. It removes the dust particle away, and thus clean air enters into our lungs. Glandular epithelium is modified to secrete substances, secrete juices, materials in various body parts. These cells are also elongated with nucleus at their base. They are located in the inner lining of stomach and intestine, where they secrete digestive juices. In sweat gland, glandular epithelial tissue produce sweat. In tear gland, they produce tear, and in liver, they secrete bile juice. The last type of epithelial tissue is stratified epithelium. Strata word means layers. This tissue consists of many cells arranged in layers, one above the other. This tissue is located in skin and in cornea. When we rub off our skin, it is the upper dead cells of stratified epithelium which get shed off. Since they are arranged in many layers, so stratified epithelial tissue gives protection to the inner parts of the body. We come to the next type of animal tissue, that is muscular tissue. Muscular tissue makes up the muscles of the body. It is divided into three types: striated muscles, which are also called as skeletal muscles, or striped muscles. These are voluntary. Voluntary means these are under our control. If you can see at the figure, this tissue has got number of light and dark bands because of the striations. Therefore, it is called as striated muscles. This muscular tissue is found in those parts of our body which we can move on our will, like arms, legs, and face. The next type of muscular tissue is the unstriated muscles, which is here. These are also called as smooth muscles because they do not have any stripes or light and dark bands. So they are also called as unstriped muscular tissue. They are involuntary, that is, they are not in our control. So this muscular tissue controls the movement of our internal organs. So this muscular tissue controls the movement of our internal organs, which we cannot manage. The third type of muscular tissue is the cardiac muscles. Now, when you look at the figure, this muscular tissue also has got striations or stripes. So, therefore, this is a kind of unstriated muscles. But unlike striated muscles, they are not in our control. So, they are involuntary. This muscular tissue is found in the walls of heart. Therefore, it is called as cardiac muscles. And one speciality of cardiac muscles is that it is the only kind of tissue which never gets tired till the end of our life. With this, we complete today's video. We have learned today about the various kinds of animal tissues. We learned epithelial and muscular tissue in detail along with their characteristics, location, and function. We are going to continue with this chapter with the topic animal tissue in the further video. Thank you, children. Take care.